Alongside Edmonton Oilers General Manager Kenny Holland. Kenny, you and I a couple of years ago were talking at this point about LTIR, how that can affect the playoffs. You're a big advocate of that. Are we any closer to getting a salary cap come playoff time?
No, it's a CBA issue. I think that, first off, I think everybody's playing by the rules. So we'll monitor it here as we go forth, and think that right now it's something I'm not concerned about. And again, like I said, it's a CBA issue.
Something I'm thinking you're concerned about right now is your first round opponent in the Stanley Cup playoffs. As it stands right now, you'd have the Kings, but you could very easily end up playing the defending Cup champ Vegas Golden Knights after they've had a complete turnaround with their organization since the trade deadline.
Well, first off, both sides are real deep. When looking at the West, there's going to be 8 really good teams in the playoffs. Anybody can beat anybody. So I think the most important thing for us is to take care of our own business. Try to go into we qualify for the playoffs, play real good going in. Hopefully we get good luck with injuries down the stretch and don't get anybody hurt. And then, whatever happens, happens.
Since your coaching change back on November the 12th, you've been a completely different organization. Yourselves and the Florida Panthers have the best records in the entire NHL since that moment. Apart from the coaching change itself, what else happened to turn this organization around?
Well, first off, obviously Chris Knobloch's done a great job, and then I think, we had a lot of players that weren't playing to the level that we thought they could play. And, under Chris and, Paul Coffey's done a great job with our defense. They've got the team playing, I guess to our max ability. And then once you start to win, you get, confidence starts to seep in and good things happen. So, great started obviously with a great job by Chris and Paul Coffey.
Your goaltending, Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard, their numbers since your turnaround, amongst the best in the entire NHL, but not a lot of playoff experience. 0 games for Pickard, 12 games for Skinner. Are you concerned about that at all?
Well, I'm not. I mean, everybody that plays in the playoffs eventually has to play playoff games. So everybody started at 0, and I think that last year for Stu Skinner, he got his first taste. I think that experience is going to benefit him. Obviously, Pick hasn't played a lot, but Pick's a pro. Pick's 30, 31 years of age. And Jack Campbell's playing really good for us in the American Hockey League. So if we do get an injury, certainly feel good about our depth. But, obviously, Stu Skinner's the guy. He's our number 1 guy. He was a finalist for the Calder Trophy last year. To your point, his numbers here the last 40 games are near the top of the league, and we have a ton of confidence in him.
I'm going to ask you to put your personal bias aside, if you possibly can. The Hart this year. Great race, great battle. If you had to pick one guy, your guy, McDavid or McKinnon, unbiased, who would be the Hart winner right now?
Well, I get to watch Connor every day, so you see the highlights. These are 2 incredible players, and Matthews obviously having a tremendous year too. So, I look at it, the fans are the winners. It's they're watching some of the great players in the history of the game in the primes of their career. And it's exciting for the fans, but I get to watch Connor every day, and it's there's nobody like him in my opinion.
Good stick handling.
Thanks a lot, Gene.